Section E, Group Dynamics. E2, Cohesion. So in the last video we talked about what a group was, and it was two or more people working together to achieve a goal. This time we're talking about cohesion, so that is the effectiveness of that interaction between the people and their willingness to stay together to achieve this goal. So the main reasons for a group to stay together are because they like one another, they appreciate each other socially, or they get on with each other, so that's the attractiveness of the group to individuals. And also the shared attraction to the goal, so the common goal or aim. So levels of cohesion vary depending on the sport. So some sports require higher levels of cohesion than others. Rugby, for example, I would say requires an awful lot of cohesion because of the number of set plays, the scrums, the support that you have to have when you are playing with each other, with the backup, etc. I put the doubles. Badminton requires quite a lot of cohesion, but not quite as much as rugby, in my opinion, because there's not quite so much you need for support. So cohesion is the extent to which a team wants to stay together, and they stay together for two reasons. One, because they like the group, they are attracted to the group, the individuals, and they also want to achieve the goal that everybody else wants to achieve. So for those two reasons. So there's two types of cohesion. There is task cohesion and social cohesion. Now, task cohesion has been researched, well, both of them have been researched, and task cohesion is the more important one of the two at a high level of sport. So task cohesion is the willingness of a group to remain in order to achieve their goal. So if a group are trying to get to the Olympics, that is their goal. It's the group remaining together because they want to go to the Olympics. Social cohesion is a team staying together just because they enjoy each other's company. I think Archie quite rightly said an example of the older generation playing bowls, and usually they're together because it's the social aspect of it, and that's why they attend. So there's two different reasons, both important. Both types of cohesion are important, but a high level elite sport, task cohesion is the more important of the two. So briefly, which comes first, success or cohesion? And theory says that success comes first. A successful team, a team that has experienced success together, will breed cohesion and make you more cohesive, whether it's task or whether it's social. The reason for this is because success means you develop positive emotions, and what that means is a team wins a game. They come off the pitch, they start talking to each other, they're happy about it, they're excited, they're motivated, and they'll discuss that and bounce off each other with these positive emotions. Therefore, the group is more attracted to the goal and to one another because they're now all talking positively. So it makes everybody feel excited and motivated together, feeling that they've got hope and self-belief in their performances. Therefore, breeding more success. So success breeds cohesion and cohesion breeds success. So it's a reciprocal relationship again. But theory says success comes first. So on this last section, we have got Karen's framework for cohesion. So this is somebody who's put a list of 4 things together to say, look, you need to examine your level of cohesion in a team. So you need to see whether you are cohesive or whether you aren't, or to what extent you're cohesive. And then perhaps you need, after you've analysed to what extent you are cohesive, then start to think about how you could improve it. Because as we know now, success and cohesion go hand in hand. So he suggested that you look at these 4 factors. So first of all, environmental factors, the level of competition. They have done a lot of research into this, and actually research says that the lower levels of ability mean you need higher levels of cohesion, which is unusual and not what we'd discussed in the lesson, but it is inconclusive. But the level of competition does need to be considered in relation to your team. The closeness of the group, so the proximity of the homes and the interaction between the members. So basically, if the group are actually closer to each other, they live closer to each other, there's more chance of interaction between them, and it will probably be a more relaxed interaction because they see each other more, and therefore improving cohesion of the team. Factor number 2 is the leadership. So they look at the leader, and first of all, if the leader is respected, and that would come from somebody who is knowledgeable, who is established, who has a good reputation, therefore the members are going to look up to them, and cohesion is likely to be higher because they're going to have a shared goal and they believe that person can get them there. Leadership style, democratic, or the decision making, or the consulting style. So are saying, right, well, look, we've looked at the past matches and this is where we think the weaknesses are. Would you agree? Which one out of these weaknesses would you like to work on? How would you like to learn it? Who would you like to work with? How much time would you like to spend on it? Right, this is what we'll do. If members are consulted, then cohesion is likely to be higher. Moving on then, we've got team factors. So the team factors is the required interaction or co-action for the team with regard to the sports itself. So as we've mentioned already, sports like rugby or invasion games will require or have a higher demand for cohesion than those teams with less people, certainly less contact. The understanding of their role within the team. If you have a role, you certainly will have a position and you accept it, and you accept the roles and the status and the positions of everybody else in your team. So everyone's in agreement and they're all working perhaps on their own small short-term goals as well as the big team goal, then it's going to improve cohesion. Finally, personal factors. So age, gender, social background and equivalence. If these are similar, so you've got a group of a similar age, let's say they're all in year 8, they're all girls, and they all come from generally the same social background, which Ashbourne would warrant in a majority of cases. You know, I know that varies a little bit, but generally speaking, they do have the same social background. And this means the more similar they are, the members are going to develop cohesion just a little bit better than those that don't. Similarity means that also cliques are less likely to develop. Now, cliques can be quite detrimental to a team. So if you've got a team of 12 people and you've got 2 cliques in the group, which could be 2 sets of 3 people that discuss things between themselves and aren't open to interaction with other people, this can cause distrust within the group. And if you've got distrust in the group, then people will start to interact less and therefore be less cohesive. So it's quite important that these people are similar, that they get along with each other, and therefore you can have higher levels of cohesion. And that's it for that part of the topic.